This is the first in a bunch of Canva tutorials that we're going to produce to help you with your final exam for financial literacy. So Canva is part of our Clever system and it should be added to our class. So you should go through your CMSD Clever to get to Canva. Don't go to Canva directly because we want you to be logged in under your school account. That way you get all of the bells and whistles. So you might see something like this on your screen. You just maybe have to verify your email address. Remember, you're using your CMSD K-12 email address. So don't use any personal ones for this, but because you'll be under sort of a limited plan. If you do your school account, you'll get all the bells and whistles. So I've used Canva quite a bit the last year or so, but haven't really messed with it in a while. So I'm gonna probably struggle just a little bit here to get things started and to reorient myself to Canva videos. So this is your homepage on Canva. There's really not much over here. Just again, verify that you are under your CMSD account. I've got a couple accounts over here, but I want to make sure I'm in my CMSD one. Up here at the top are all the different things you can make in Canva, which is pretty cool. But we're going to go right to the video section. Now, Canva is really great about templates. I'm going to advise you not to use a template, but if it's something that you are comfortable with or feel better using, feel free to do that. You can search over here, what would you like to create? Educational video. Let's just see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. So we got educational video, educational math video. Yeah, so again, I'm not going to really go crazy with templates. You can do that. But what we do want to make sure that we do is select the video 1080p right here. So we don't want a mobile video. We want to go with a good old-fashioned regular video setup. So once you select that, then you'll come into Canva. This tutorial is just going to show you some of the different features and some of the different things. Then we'll get into the actual building and making of things. Okay, so once I select that video, it's going to set me up with basically a blank canvas. Let me give you a little tour of what's going on here. So here in the center, when you click on it, this is what you're working on. If you look down here to the bottom left, this is your timeline. You'll notice you have a play button, you have 0 seconds. Each of these blank white slides, which you will get, which are called pages, right, are basically 5 seconds. Now you can make those longer or shorter depending on how you are designing your video, and that'll come back in at a later time. Okay, so each of these slides is 5 seconds. So you can think of it like as a linear PowerPoint or Google slide presentation, right? But the objective is that you are going to create movements on these slides. Okay, so if I clicked on this one, it's purple. That means I'm working on this one. If I click that one's purple, and then I'm working on this one. Up here, we've got comment, trash, split the page. Not really going to worry about that. Background color, something you might want to do. You can edit your time here by clicking that. You can extend it, or you can drag it down here with these bars right there. So look, it's moving the slider and it's moving the slide. So depending on, again, your animation and what you do with your slides, you might want to change up the time period. Actually, you probably will. If you click position, that will help you to arrange some things that are happening on the slide, but we don't have anything there, so no big deal. Over here on the left is sort of your toolbar. You've got your design elements. I don't really do much in here. Again, you can play around looking at different styles. There are some color schemes and color palettes that you might want to check out. So you could look at some different font sets. These are really cool, actually. This is kind of a new feature. This wasn't here before. But earlier in world history, when we were talking about designing and using fonts, this will pair up different font sets together, which is very, very helpful. This way you don't really have to think about what kind of font you're going to use. So I would definitely take some time and look through these and maybe select a font set for your video. That is a new feature. That's pretty cool. These combinations of colors, also a great idea, right? So we talked in world history with our portfolio about color palettes. They've kind of done the work for you. So these are pretty cool. So you can play around with these. Again, you're looking for a color palette that kind of speaks to your topic, speaks to the tone of your video, maybe something kind of bright and colorful. So yeah, check those out. That's pretty awesome. That is a super cool new feature. Anything else down here? That's pretty much it. And then if you want to, again, check out the templates, again, you can do that. But I honestly think templates are more work. But again, that's just me. So to close this, we'll just click off of it, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Click over here. Elements. Elements is awesome. Elements is where they have all sorts of stuff, right? So let's say that I'm doing mine. I'm going to use money, right? So there are lots of different types of elements. They have graphics, okay? All sorts of graphics. They have some that are animated. This is something to think about because remember, we want to bring animation into our video as much as possible. You could probably just search for money animated, and it would give you just these animated ones. So that's pretty sweet right there. We've also got photos, which means we probably need to get rid of animated. Right, so we could actually, you don't have to use like just graphics, you can use photos, but I would say that if you're going to go photos versus graphics, you either use all photos and no graphics or all graphics and no photos. Okay, so again, it's all about how you are designing your presentation. You are the artist. What's it going to look like? If I want to add this element, I just click on it and add it right here. And then I can make it bigger. Remember, grab by the corners. Don't grab by the sides because then you're just going to stretch it out. We'll worry about that stuff later. So Elements has all this cool stuff on it. It's got video. So again, if you, depending on how you are organizing and designing your video, there are some very short little video clips here that you can use. They've got audio stuff. So again, if we're searching money, it's going to pull up, hey, coins. I don't know what this is. This is a song. Yeah, pretty cool. Then we got shapes. Let's see, we go back to money. Frames, we don't want that. Mockups, I have no idea what that is. Charts, no idea what that is. Let's clear that. But look, you can go to, you can search pretty much anything. Now, all the stuff should be copyright free, and we shouldn't have any issues. Like if I type in Spider-Man, I'm not really going to get like real Spider-Man stuff, right? Because that's all copywritten. If I click Batman, I might get this like generic looking Batman over here because they can't use the real Batman for copyright issues. So that's your elements. You'll be working a lot in elements. And again, just be creative in your searching. Text, pretty straightforward, right? We've got all sorts of different text. We've got stuff like, soft shadow and call. And again, you just click on it and it plops it right in there. And then you can just edit your text, right? So again, if you're using one of these pre-made texts, that's totally cool. But again, you need to be mindful of things going together, right? Like sticker and this font would definitely not go together. But you can drop in your text and edit it as you'd like. Okay, I'm gonna delete those. We'll do more with that later. And then brand, that's just something as you build stuff, you build a brand. Uploads, now you can upload stuff. I made a little flyer for my daughter who's going to Disney and needs to raise money. So I made a little flyer for her, so I uploaded these images. So if you don't find something in Canva that you want to use, or you want to include like a picture or video of yourself, you do that under the uploads. Draw is exactly what it sounds like. I don't know how many of you guys will be drawing here, but you can totally draw here if you want to. You can draw your guy, whatever, right? Kind of terrible for a video for class, but it's a feature that you can use if you'd like to. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's see, projects. This is just where you store all your work and things that you've done. Down here are some apps that you can add onto Canva. I really haven't messed with these very much, but if it's something that you want to explore, you can totally do that. I don't think I have added any apps. I don't know what that mockup is all about. And they do have some AI stuff, right? So you can actually do like an AI search if you want to. I would not mess with that personally. I think you're going to go down a big rabbit hole. Some other things you need to know. This is your timeline. We already know that. This makes your canvas bigger or smaller right here. And yeah, that's kind of it, right? So as you start to add things, you get additional windows and options that pop up, and we'll do that in our next tutorial. But this basically gives you a layout and a look at what you're going to see in Canva. Next tutorial will be starting to make stuff.